As the Minnesota Department of Health reports, veteran suicide rates are steadily increasing over the past 20 years. One Southeastern Minnesota VFW is on a mission to tackle this issue locally. KIMT News 3's Brandon Cote is joining us live now from Cannon Falls, where its VFW is putting on a free suicide prevention training for the entire community. So Brandon, what advice can our war heroes and families of veterans expect to learn tonight?
Yeah, they can learn how to handle veterans experiencing a mental health crisis. So right now I am standing at the parking lot next to the VFW here in Cannon Falls, and it's going to be taking place right in the basement here of this facility. But here to talk about this training with me is Julia Palenti, a clinical social worker with the Veterans Affairs Office here in Minneapolis. And so, Julia, what challenges are veterans facing locally here?
Yeah, I think wanting to ensure that all are educated on the resources that are available to them. We don't know what we don't know, and so here tonight our hope is that not only are we going to increase education around suicide risk, what to look for, what to do when we do in fact notice it, but also how do we get connected to services? What services are available? As we know, when connected, that's a protective factor for suicide.
Yeah, definitely. And we were just talking about the suicide numbers, and MDH is reporting slight increases, but you're seeing otherwise, right?
Our hope is, and what we know is that suicide impacts our veteran community 70% more than it does the general population. And so our hope is, and what we know is, when we are out in the community providing the education and the resources, that is a protective factor and helps to see that decrease in the number.
Interesting. Okay, and then to touch on quickly, what are you hoping to educate these attendees tonight about suicide prevention training?
My hope is to be able to say the word suicide. Yeah. It's such a hard, devastating experience, and so to come together in a safe space where we can talk about suicide, the impact that it's had on our community, and I hope to increase level of comfort and confidence in others here tonight, so they can create the space for that hard conversation.
Yeah, definitely. Julia, I wish you good luck tonight, and I'll let you get back to setting up because things are going to be starting here soon, of course. And so this training is going to be starting here at 6:30. It is free. Anyone in the public is welcome to come learn about this suicide prevention training. Live in Cannon Falls, Brandon Cote, KIMT News 3.
All right, Brandon, thank you so much. And speaking of those numbers, according to the latest study in the year 2021 by the Veterans Affairs Office, a total of 91 veterans took their own lives in Minnesota.